sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
They'll give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Unloads to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to get into that championship game.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Now adjusting. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Crosses the 30, he's got away. It's a running room. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the single back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Auburn. Great job by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. I mean, makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Might as well stick with him. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. The offense changing the play. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Connection to the right. Lots of room to run. 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he made the extra point without problem. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time on target. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide out. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the left side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Second down, he'll throw it. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
I'll tell you what, when you see a tight end come that open, a lot of times it had something to do with the wide receivers running down the middle of the field, stretching those safeties, and he just slips out and kind of gets lost, and the tight end is wide open in the outer part of the field.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers come to the line at after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the RPO, complete. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. They take the lead with the 6. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He's in open space downfield. He's loose down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the toss. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Making side adjustments here. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Good timing on the quick out. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those 1st down markers and get that 1st down.
Using the quick game. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll try the right side. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They're testing the right side here. Turning it on. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Floating away. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll operate out a split back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Lining up to convert 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Emmanuel. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
When you have a leader like this guy, you've got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in his 2-minute situations. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays, and he's got the defense on their heels here late.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Steps away to find some room. Throwing on the run. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Cut out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's open on the right. Saving every precious second out of bounds with 24 ticks to go. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air on first down. Buying some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. They'll run it to the right. Nice move to keep running. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Man, you played this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing past, touchdown Auburn! They jump on top here in OT. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Here comes second down. stop just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal, UCLA.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. With the run on first and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They'll run play action. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just
nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. What a bizarre turn of events. He scooped up the fumble and took it all the way back for 2. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching.